Hey guys, what's up? I'm Spurley and this is a Sony Vegas Pro 9 tutorial on the best overall look you can get from your videos, particularly if you record with an HD capture card. This will definitely work with standard definition capture cards, but really the best way to go for a capture card is HD anyway, and this is the one I have. And so this is how you can get the best look from your video. So really quickly you're going to jump into it, and let's take a really quick look at the before shots for these videos without any added effects to them. Okay, so now that you guys have seen the before, let's take a quick look at all the imperfections in the videos. Okay, so if you notice, there is no really ghosting in my videos. That's because I moved my bitrate up on my HPOG. So if you want to see a video on how to right off the bat get the best quality out of your videos, that'll be how. As long as I import in Sony Vegas and 30 frames or higher, I should be okay. See, there's no ghosting there. But just to be safe, the best thing to do with your ghosting is right click on your video track, go to Properties, Disable Resample. Click OK. Now the second thing is, you see these black bars right here on the top and on the right? Okay, there's a really simple way to get rid of those. Click your Event Pan and Crop tool right on the video track itself, and you get your little preview here with what it is and how you can crop it. Now what you're going to do first is go to Lock Aspect Ratio. Just click it, and that'll do. Take the top, nudge it down a little bit, and you've successfully taken all the borders off your video. Now you're going to want to save this as whatever you want, and then just click the save button. I have mine saved as HD PVR. Same thing right there. Now the next thing that we're going to do is the color corrections. This happens to be my favorite field in the Sony Vegas area, and so right off the bat we're just going to add a couple color corrections. If you right click on the video, you can go to Video Event FX, or you can just click on the video track underneath the pan and crop, the Event FX, and you get all your effects. The first one we're going to click is Sony Brightness and Contrast. Double click or add. Sony HSL Adjust. Add or double click. Sony Fill Light. Click add or double click. And then Sony Unsharp Mask. And then for the last one, oh, I'm sorry, not the last one. This is going to be Sony Soft Contrast. Where is, oh, up here, where is it? Sony Soft Contrast. And then the last one is Sony Color Curves. Click add and then OK. Okay, so now we're going to start at the very beginning, which is brightness and contrast. See, now the preview screen, this is not what your video is going to look like, because we're going to change these settings a little bit. Brightness and contrast, you're going to want to, you can just go over there, delete all your numbers, and you're going to want to adjust that to negative 0.01. As you can see, that just made it a little bit darker on the preview screen. The second one, contrast, we're going to move this one up to 0.13. Click enter. See, that made it, that just gave the colors, more of a contrast. A wider range of colors. And then contrast center, we're going to move that to 0.50. You might not think that did much, but it'll help out later. The second one we're going to go to is the HSL Adjust. Now the add to hue, we're going to change this one almost all the way opposite and go 0.98. We're going to move the saturation to 1.25. We're going to change the luminance up to 1.0. Now that might not have looked like it did a lot, but once we add everything else, you'll definitely be able to tell what is going on, what happened. Okay. So now on fill light, we're going to change the first one to 33.42, which it's already at, and the second one we're going to change from 52.13 just to 5.0, I mean 50.0, and then the rest are going to stay at 0, which means we're going to have to move softness down to 0. Now, the next one is Unsharp Mask, and we're going to change the amount to 0.5. We're going to change radius to 0.5, and we're going to keep threshold at 0. Soft contrast is the second to last one. Soft contrast, we're going to move stretch range down to 0.0. We're going to move contrast up to 550 exactly, and then we're just going to make sure everything else is set on 0. And for the last one, we have color curves. Now, the color curves don't have an exact place you put them, so we're just going to toy around with them. See, this upper half is going to be the brighter colors, and you don't really want to go down. You don't want to make your brightest color darker. You want to make them a little bit lighter. Play with that, move it in and out to get your adjustment. Make our darker colors darker, not too much. You just want to add, what you see fit. I think I'm going to make my brights a little bit more brighter. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now that we have this is what this clip is going to look like with these color corrections added to it. So, check and take a look out at that clip. Okay, so now we're going to go over to our Modern Warfare 2 clip, and we all saw that this one suffered the most, mostly because of the spinning on the ghosting, but like I said earlier, my frame rate and my bit rate keep the ghosting down to a minimum, but we're still going to disable the resampling. For the second ones, I'm just going to go through and show you my presets and show you what they look like. It's going to be the same thing what we just did. HGPVR, just the preset that I saved, removes the borders. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to quickly just, add all the effects. Well, same as earlier, brightness and contrast, HSL Adjust, Fill Light, add Unsharp Mask, add Soft Contrast, Sony Soft Contrast, add, and then Sony Color Curves, add OK. Like the beginning, we're going to start at the beginning, brightness and contrast. These are the same settings. It's just the ones that you already typed them in, and then you click the little save button as what you want. Now for Modern Warfare 2, it's going to look a little bit different because it is a different game. So for every game, it's going to look different, of course. And you really just got to fine tune these color corrections until you get the ones that you want. See, now this looks actually pretty good, right? But I'm just going to toy with it a little bit. You can always reset it back to none, but you can't ever get it back to what you had exactly. See, I'm going to show you just a really quick example. I'm going to make my brights, okay. I'm going to make my brights super bright, okay? That's unbearable, right? And I'm going to make my darks super dark. See how weird that looks? That's not a balance. That is not balanced at all. You're gonna just want to toy with it just a little bit. See, now there's too much bright, obviously, and you're just gonna want to toy with them until you get right about where you want. This happens to be where I want it. So you can't really save a preset for this one, but you just adjust them and fine tune them until you get what you like. So take a look at the Modern Warfare 2 clip now that it is finished. And now finally the last one, the Black Ops one. It did look very ghosty, but we're gonna change that with our disabling of resample and our crop. Same as earlier, HDPVR crop. That'll get rid of it. And then you're gonna already did properties. Now we're gonna go to our effects, and we're just gonna do the same thing again. Brightness and contrast. Add HSL Adjust. I can never find HSL Adjust. Sony Fill Light. add. Unsharp Mask, add. Soft contrast. Where are ya? Sony soft contrast, add. And Sony color curves, add. Click OK. So, just like with the Modern Warfare 2 clip, we're gonna go right down to our presets because you should already have these saved if you liked them, and you don't have to go through typing them in every single video you do. And it just really gives the best look, I think. Okay, well, we got a little. I'm gonna move it over here. Okay, see, I'm not exactly happy with how these turned out. I want to make the darks a little bit darker. See, that might have been too dark, but maybe if I can provide the right balance with my brights, since it is a rather light map. But Black Ops really isn't one of those ones that you can be satisfied with your colors all the time. It's really just whatever you want to do. Because honestly, it's not the best looking Call of Duty out there. Darker is pretty nice, but at the same time, what's too dark, Okay, so I like these, and so take the final look at that. And that's really all I have to offer you guys right now. If you guys want to see more tutorials, just leave a comment and saying you want to see more tutorials, and I'll work those out on whichever ones you guys want to see. Maybe how to get the best settings in your excuse me, in your POG HD PVR Total Media Extreme software. So thank you guys for watching. I would really appreciate the like on the rating, and if the color corrections worked good for you, leave a comment and tell me that they did. So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and have fun editing your videos.